It's that time of the month.
This is the Horrible Film School. Take a seat and slowly peel open those trapper keepers. I am Chris, and I am here with Professor Hootie.
What's up, fellas? To quote the late great Earl Simmons, "Where my dogs at?"
Who let the dogs out? I thought that's where you were going to go, but we'll take it. It's like number 2 on the Family Feud board. We are also joined by a man who always checks his squad 6, Professor Joey, a.k.a. Dr. Nasty.
Smells like up dog in here.
What's up, dog?
Oh, I'm not the muss. What's up with you? I was going to do the fucking where my dog's at, but you fucking stole it from me.
Yes.
I was getting my throat ready. Where's my dogs at?
Oh,
yeah.
Must be the ass. Got me looking like that. Wait, hold on. That's
X gonna give it to you.
I think I just did Ja Rule.
I was like, shout menage. What does he say? Monica.
Why do we have to quote fucking Fast and the Furious every time we talk about these guys?
Because fucking Ja Rule, man, that voice, one of a kind.
what's that J-Lo song that you like with Ja Rule?
Cause I'm
real.
Where you walk, where you move. That's it.
I still have yet to hear that song. I just like hearing you sing it to me.
Check out that music video. I guarantee it's aged like butter. Probably delicious to this day.
What the fuck was me and Patricia talking about the other day? We was talking about Fergalicious. You remember that time I called you and asked you what the fuck that song was?
The hell's a Fergalicious? What's the name of that one song? Yeah, I've had a few of those random ass combos before. All right, before we get into it, I got some news for you boys. Straight from the headlines. I don't know if you've seen this or heard about this one, but the final trailer for the Backrooms movie has been released in theaters on May the 29th. This thing getting hyped out the wazoo. This is one of the YouTube guys hitting it big, I think.
YouTube guys.
Kane Parsons, I want to say is his name. I think the dude's like 20 years old directing a horror movie for A24.
I've heard that it perfectly captures, I guess, the backroom process.
The backroom process? Backroom games?
Are we talking about like casting couch here? What's the backroom process?
I thought it was about like casting audition. Was the
I have no idea
I've
what
yet
it's
to see a
about.
trailer.
No, man. It's about a fucking video game. It's a
about,
scary horror game.
I think it was a series of YouTube videos he did, and it's become a movie now.
Some of that analog horror stuff.
It's like an abandoned store, and there's a door in the back of the store, and they go into it, and it's like an infinite amount of rooms back there.
Well, I was way off base. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. I thought you were talking about the backroom casting couch. Isn't that a porn channel?
I was thinking about acting
Captures
audition.
that one perfectly.
That dude, what's his name? Emeka Ojua? What the hell is the fucking name?
Emeka Egbuka?
No, the guy playing the lead role.
Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Yeah, that motherfucker.
He said, "Hell, did you clear, Joey?"
That's a fucking mouthful. Imagine he goes through all them back rooms and ends up on the casting couch.
Oh, that'd be fucking dope.
That's like the end result.
All right, sir, pull that thing out. It's time to record.
Dude,
what the hell were you?
I'm gonna get you to lay back on the counter. You hold
What
the camera
synopsis
for a
were you
second.
reading, bro?
I thought I saw a headline that said that he perfectly captures like what the world of auditioning was.
This motherfucker had potato brain. He don't know what the fuck's going on. Got goddamn
literally
potato
becoming
brain.
a potato on the mic right now.
Motherfucker been eating potatoes for the past week. Got potato brain. Can't even think.
But speaking of A24, I got some news for you. This is traditional at this point. A24's Friday the 13th prequel series, Crystal Lake, will premiere October the 15th on Peacock. Here's your synopsis. Linda Cardellini stars as Pamela Voorhees, a mother who gave up a singing career to raise her special needs son. And it's got in parentheses, Jason Voorhees. Only to take a dark turn when she loses her son. It put Jason Voorhees.
They don't need to fucking say special needs son and then Jason Voorhees.
Did we know he has special needs?
We've never seen more than like 3 seconds of him as a child, right?
Come on now.
He just had that watermelon head, that's all.
You said, no. That motherfucker had that malformed mongoloid fucking skull.
Maybe the special needs is hats. He just needs special hats, that's all. Maybe that's the need.
Got a head look like a matchstick.
There's just no reason to change the lure of the franchise here in the series.
Please let Linda Cardellini be a whore like Vera Farmiga
What the hell? What is Vera? She's not a hoe in Psycho, bro.
She was a whore in Psycho, wouldn't she?
I think you're projecting what you wanted out of her.
Please, Linda Cardellini.
You're just dirty, bro. You're just dirty. But yeah, October the 15th. So it's gonna be a poppin' Halloween season, boys.
Please let this be the last time we have to hear about this series on the show.
Hell no, bro. We'll cover every episode. I think there is a Friday the 13th in November of this year. I bet that's going to be the.
Oh shit!
I bet that's
the
finale of the episode.
My birthday falls on a Friday the 13th this year.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man,
it's going to be a dirty one.
Spooky.
The last thing I got here. This is a big one for me. 28 years later, star Alfie Williams seemingly teases the third 28 years movie. He posted on his, I guess, some kind of social media. It's great to be back, and a picture of him shooting a bow and arrow. But we still don't have any official news though. Gotta fucking see what happens after that bone temple, bro. Alfie's the kid.
Is he the dad?
Oh. He's the kid.
Oh, is he? Okay, he's.
He's glad to be back, man. I'm excited.
Well, I mean, how 28 years, how Bone Temple ended, it has to be a third one.
Yeah, it has to be for us, but not for
third. I don't think
Sony.
There has to
they
be
don't
a third one.
No. Well,
what do you mean there doesn't have to be that was
with the way
wide
Bone
open
Temple
ending.
ended? It's a lot of shit that was tied up.
It tied up an arc, but it didn't tie up. It set up a huge shift going forward.
It's
on
continuation
Netflix
of
now.
the first story. Okay, I guess you can't talk about what that's.
It's on Netflix now. People have watched it. You can talk.
Watch it, baby. Yeah, there's definitely. I want to see what happens next. You don't? What the hell's wrong with you, man?
No, nobody say that. I'm just saying it's we know what's gonna happen.
I don't know what's gonna happen, bro.
Oh come on, man.
She's gonna pass her test.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Studying for an exam.
How's that history exam gonna go?
That's it.
Throwing that D. You boys got any news to share before we get into today's assignment?
I want to bring up the fact, did we talk about Evil Dead Burn trailer last episode?
Oh my God.
I think we talked about the synopsis. But
I think we talked about how we weren't going to watch the trailer, and
exactly.
then I put it on the Discord and everybody
someone had to blow that load.
I was excited about it.
They showed a lot in that trailer.
Yeah, definitely leaning into the brutality of getting fucked up at home.
It made me want to watch
Somebody
Burn
kitchen
again, or not
gadgets.
Burn, but Rise again. I went back and rewatched it, and it held up better than I thought it did the first time around.
That's the high
hope
rise.
It holds up.
It?
It's 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's relatively recent.
Holds up to my expectations. I remember liking the movie.
And in some sad news, which I know you two will be devastated, Paranormal Activity Threshold has been officially canceled.
What in the hell is Paranormal Activity Threshold, bro?
Who?
I don't know which number it is in the series, but I suppose that's the end of the franchise.
Give it time. We'll get that reboot, babe. Threshold, I don't know what that means.
That's all I have. I have no idea. Look up synopsis because it's been canceled. So
maybe it's someone's giving birth and it's like the threshold of life. Piercing
what was that?
The birth canal.
We all watched Paranormal Activity in theaters during the
OG during that hype. Yeah, I remember that.
You know what? I never saw it.
The first one.
You weren't with us?
It was made for $15,000.
I didn't want to watch that dumb shit.
You remember there was like a petition on the internet about, this is real. It's got to be released to the public. Blah blah blah. It was a very viral marketing campaign.
Well, it was created in such a way that it could be like home camera.
Yeah, I didn't hate the first one. I'm sure in retrospect I'd probably be annoyed with it, but I think it was a solid product of its time.
Oh, I would not.
I don't know about the daisy chain of the 10 they've had since or whatever they're up to.
There's been quite a few.
Without further ado, flip to page 2002 for a little film called Dog Soldiers. Today's lesson, you may think they're all bitches, but I'm the real thing. This was Hootie's choice. So without further ado, buddy, take it away.
This was my pick indeed. Before you hear my point of view, let's go to the fans, as we always do. And this week, they're coming by way of IMDb. First up, get the negative out of the way. From 2002, from The Unemployed Cynic, ignore the good reviews. What a complete waste of time. I watched it because of some raving reviews here. I wish I could erase them to spare others from wasting their time. After the first scene, I wanted to turn off the DVD. I didn't because I did not want to miss the good stuff that, according to the reviews, was in there somewhere. Well, it wasn't. This movie was not realistic, scary, interesting, or even funny. It is utterly boring. The only good thing about it is that it ends. 1 out of 10 stars.
Isn't the first scene where the campers are out there?
Yeah, it's like the setup. Definitely has.
They're about to get their fuck on. And
Yeah.
then this dude's like, I want to turn it off. Like, why do you want to
He
turn it off?
unzips, and then the werewolf.
Yes, that shit was actually very, very, very well shot.
Maybe the reviewer had to go tug one out after that scene.
And from the positive side, where we like to hang out, from 2003, from Playa Hater, Horrible Fun. This and Ginger Snaps have breathed new life
Just
into
hell yeah.
have breathed new life into the werewolf genre. Dog Soldiers is a nice blend of humor, action, and horror. The creature designs are damn good, but execution of the effect falls short. This isn't too distracting, though, because they never give you a good, clean look at the thing a la Jaws or Alien, which I dig. Well directed, well shot, well played. Could use some naked chicks, though. 8 out of 10 stars.
Hell yeah. 2
I agree
boobies
with
would have
that,
been
brother.
2 more stars, man.
So the budget for this low-budget horror film was $2 million, and it had a worldwide accumulation of $3.5 million.
Oh, that is smash
3.5.
success, boys.
Smashing.
From what I read, it's
Smash success.
it was like a big staple on like UK cable television, so they made a ton of money in the VOD market.
I have a
One of
note
those
on
word of mouth sensations.
why that was, but that's further down in the.
Ooh, spoiler alert.
So behind the scenes here, written and directed by the one Neil Marshall, who we've already discussed with The Descent.
The Descent. Also got Doomsday from 2008, whatever that is. Centurion from 2010. I'm sure we shouted out those Games of Thrones episodes he did. He's got
Oh,
two
we
of the
sure
biggest
did.
ones.
What happened in this guy's career?
I had to
He
say,
did Hellboy in
had-
2019,
He had
right?
dog soldiers.
don't talk
right?
about that.
He
That's what I'm
did,
saying. It's like
the
it-
Hellboy.
It's motherfucker. They say better to burn out than fade away. This motherfucker should have just faded away after the descent.
I mean, he's definitely has a style and a competence about him. I mean, those are 2 all-time episodes of television, regardless of how you feel about fantasy or Game of Thrones in general, you know.
Remind me, which episodes did he direct?
He did Blackwater from season 2. That was the big battle on the water.
One of the top
the
5 episodes.
the
Pretty,
penultimate episode of season 2, and then Watchers on the Wall from season 4. That's when I think that's when the White Walkers first meet him on the wall. It's a good one.
Oh.
Where's that Hardhome? I might be mixing some up there. But yeah, he's got
Hardhome is
2,
when he goes
2 of the
to
top
like
10.
collect the people from the
The
ocean.
Wildlings.
Yeah, the wild.
Is that Wildlings?
Oh man, I missed that show. I'm excited.
She's a
for
wildling,
House of the
Snow.
Dragon.
I can't believe you let her eat your fucking asshole.
I have him also listed as the editor for this one. I don't know if that's true or not, or where I came
Oh.
across that note, but definitely was a 1-man band almost for this production.
We putting in the
y'all.
fucking editors now?
I'm talking about Neil Marshall
edit-
was an editor. The director edited it as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Edited it. That's weird, hard
Let's
to
see.
say.
Goddamn, we're gonna put the fucking key
Edited.
grips and shit on here too.
Casting
Editor's,
director.
editor makes the movie, bro. Literally, physically makes it.
So if you look at his films, besides the Game of Thrones, obviously, it goes Dog Soldiers, The Descent, and then Doomsday, and then like it just drops. So it makes me feel like something. I've never seen Doomsday, but I feel like something
I have no
happened
idea
with
what that is.
Doomsday.
So you telling me The Descent was the peak? Oh, it is.
I mean, it is one of the
Well, I
best
saw
horror
what
films
you
of
did
all
there.
time. The
I
Descent's
saw what
incredible.
you did there.
Yeah, The Descent is like one of those people know about. Someone was asking me what we're covering for this, and I was like, "Oh, this is the first movie that the Descent guy did." They're like, "Oh yeah, that's a good movie." Like people know The Descent. No one knows who directed it, but they know the movie.
I did want to give a shout out to the special effects team, which is Image Effects, because I think they did a pretty good job. It's, to that reviewer's point, they do hide the werewolves for the most part until the very end.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed with how scary they made it with how little they actually had to show to make it feel that way, you know. I got a cinematographer I wanted to shout out, Mr. Sam McKidd. He also did The Descent, so obviously there's a working relationship there. He shot this on a Super 16mm and blew it up to 35mm, which was a cost-saving decision, obviously, but it gives it that super grainy look. I watched it in 4K, but this thing was so grainy, man. It felt like
it looked like shit.
Like a nature documentary.
Whoever did this transfer did an awful job.
It's intentionally that way, man. It was shot cheap and then blown up.
I had the same.
I don't think it can be saved, is my point.
I had a note about, was it shot with the same camera from 28 years later? Because they both have that weird.
Yeah, it's definitely a product of that same. I mean, they came out the same year, right? 2002, so.
Yeah.
And they're both British, so shoot it cheap and then blow it up, save some money. Gives it that grain, man. That VHS style, but in a digital form.
What do you fellas have for some behind-the-scenes notes here?
Got a few casting what-ifs. I think the biggest note I saw was that Jason Statham was cast as the lead for approximately 1 year leading up to production. But he dropped out to shoot John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars instead.
Hell yeah. He made the right fucking call, baby.
Kevin McKidd replaced him, obviously.
John Carpenter comes a knocking, you don't say no.
I can Statham in this role would be cool, though, man. But I really like this McKidd guy.
No,
he won
Kevin
me over.
McKidd fucking nails it. I read a story about he like cracked a rib early on in shooting, and he kept it from the director, so he didn't replace him. But eventually, the director found out and was going to replace him with Jason Statham
after the fact.
So he called him back. He's like, "Please, Jason, come on, dog.
J-State, come on, dog."
So these soldiers are dogs.
Yeah, if you put Statham in here, it becomes a Statham movie, though, right? It's not.
Yeah, he overtakes it.
But he's not Jason Statham yet at this point. Had the Transporters the following year. 2003, right? So I mean, he's still like the Guy Ritchie version of Jason Statham at this point.
He's like, there's ghosts on Mars. That's how he calls
Now we got to cover Ghosts of Mars next.
Is it Marilyn Manson in Ghosts of Mars?
It's in the blood. Ice Cube is, right?
Yeah, Ice Cube is.
That's Ice Cube, that lady, the blonde lady's in there.
From Species?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all
I used to own Ghosts of Mars on DVD. That's terrible to say.
That was an HBO classic, man.
His motherfucker's in the backyard walking around like he was on a spacesuit. Like,
I'm on fucking Mars, bro. Also had here that Simon Pegg was offered the role of Spoon, but he turned it down because he promised Edgar Wright his first role would be in Shaun of the Dead.
You talk about a movie we need to cover.
I know, right? That's what's up there. But Marshall's comment on Mr. Simon Pegg's decision, it seemed to work out well for him.
Boy, did it.
You made the right choice. Jason Statham, not so sure.
I've wanted to pick Shaun of the Dead, but I know that Joey has an attachment to it, so I've never.
He would be offended. That's my movie.
Man. Why are you picking my movie, you stupid asshole?
Joey loves what is it? A cricket bat?
Oh, got one at the pawn shop, but refused to sell it.
Smacking people on the ass with it.
Just waiting for a damn zombie apocalypse to take off.
I got a few more here. Marshall cast professional dancers as the werewolves rather than typical stuntmen to emphasize their grace and fluid movement. The set was deliberately sized to force the creatures to stoop when they entered the room, accentuating the height, and they wore stilts that made them roughly a foot taller than their actual heights. They look really cool. You could have cast
anybody in this fucking role. It barely shows the damn things throughout the whole movie.
But they look really cool, man. I don't know what it was about just seeing him walking up to somebody on a bed. They look really cool.
I didn't like how human they look.
You like the uprightness?
Oh my God. It's too much.
It was scary, man. If it came up to me like a dog, I'd be less intimidated.
That shit ain't as scary as like American Werewolf in London. That shit looks way scarier. Like all the accentuated features. It's hard to argue with that
transformation, though.
I mean, that's like the werewolf.
Yeah.
Well, no. I ain't talking about the transformation. I'm talking about the end result. The fucking werewolf in that movie looks terrifying.
Yeah, he's pretty creepy. It's scarier than Teen Wolf, though, right? You think?
Hell no. God damn, hell no. You imagine that motherfucker coming down the lane at your ass? Fucking crossing you up, bitch? Hell no. I'll be fucking terrified.
We need to put these werewolves on fucking Scott's team, and then them motherfuckers going undefeated.
You remember that guy with his
7-foot werewolves, dog.
When they were
celebrating. That guy's shaking his dick at the
every time. Every time.
We always claim it's the
Go
fat
ahead,
guy.
McFly. Go ahead, McFly. Motherfucker's dunking his shit. Got dick out. Woo.
Just shaking his dick.
But, Joey, was the werewolf in American Werewolf in London a dog soldier? That's the question. This is a dog soldier.
He didn't have no dog in him.
Oh, yeah, and the dog in him. That's the problem.
I like these wolves, man. I thought they were cool. I really like the faces, the teeth. I don't know. I dug it.
They look too much like wolves, man.
That's what I dug about it, man. It was
I
actually
don't
something I
like
was
that
afraid
shit.
of.
Might as well watch Twilight.
Joey wants the bearded man from the circus.
He wants the fucking Teen
I
Wolf
want the
out
bearded.
there.
I want the bearded dad from Teen Wolf.
The dad
want
was
that
bigger than
motherfucker.
Scott was because he had the gray hair and like the puff.
I want to
Silver
see.
Fox.
I want to see Antonio Banderas as Wolf. No, not bad. What the fuck's the other guy's name? He reminds
The
me of Antonio
Wolfman.
Banderas.
Benicio del
Yeah.
Toro.
Benicio del Toro.
You haven't even seen that movie.
Yeah, I want to
I
be
like
that. I want
how-
that guy.
It's always Teen Wolf. It's never like Silver Bullet or The Howling.
Teen Wolf. Bro. Wait, we talk about all these
Always
great werewolf movies. What's the werewolf movie I've seen the most? Is Teen
Just
Wolf. I'm
Snaps.
sorry.
It's
There's
Michael
no
J.
denying
Fox
that.
playing basketball.
It's fucking Teen Wolf. Styles riding on top of the van and shit. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Surfing USA, bro.
Surfing USA.
That's a classic. Last note I got here, the film was shot chronologically, which is unusual for a low-budget production. Sean Pertwee said that when the actors were flown home immediately after their characters died, it created a genuine sense of loss on set. There was a real hole left by these people, he said.
This movie is really good about like making these guys seem like they've been friends for a long time.
Yeah, it really did a good job of like the dynamic of the troupe. At first, you meet like these 8 British guys, and you're like, they all kind of look the same. I can't tell them apart. But over time, I'm like, I can feel like them leaving. It kind of made me sad. I wish you don't get emotional in movies like this.
That one fella just wanted to watch football.
Some footy, yeah. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm all about the footy.
Some footy.
It's not a game, Hootie. It's not a game.
Oh, here we go.
It's a match. You stupid Americans play games. They play matches.
Here we go. Motherfucker thinks he's something slick now because he watches some football. Soccer's the most important sport there is.
It's not soccer. It's football.
Look at how he dribbles the ball.
You're an American,
It's,
Chris.
the great
It's
game,
fucking
bud.
soccer, big
It's
boy.
the great game, dog. I'm sorry.
Great.
The beautiful game. But yeah, that's all the notes I got. You guys got any lights to shed on this bad boy?
Some of the basement corpses that we'll eventually see were used in Event Horizon.
I saw that.
I read
What
that and thought that was fucking weird. That's like 6 years before this?
There is a connection that we can talk about later on. A person in this movie was in Event Horizon.
Is that person like personally carrying these corpses?
What did he say? What did the motherfucker say? Oh, I remember there was
Did he
corpses
keep
in the basement. That one we
Did
used
he
in?
keep them like in his trailer or something?
Maybe
got
maybe
these,
take
No,
some
I
home.
feel like
got
it's a
these
budget.
spiritual
I feel like
things.
it's a budget thing. I guarantee Hollywood has this like warehouse where you can rent certain bullshit. You know,
I want to go to the Terrifier warehouse just to see the shit they got hanging up in case you want to fucking borrow
fuck,
it.
it's so fucking cool, dude.
Oh, here's someone getting sawed in half. Just take that home with you. Put that on your front porch.
Can I use this half of the pussy?
Oh, the left half's on rent. Sorry. You're going to have to wait. Someone's borrowing that. Imagine hanging that up on your porch with little trick-or-treaters walking up.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Only take one candy bar, Tim.
I'd love to be out there fucking like with a chainsaw, pretend like I'm cutting something in half. As soon as they walk up, fucking screaming and shit.
What a
I feel
piece
like
of
Hot
shit.
Topic. might
Blood
have
fucking
sold-
shooting out, hit him in the face.
Art the Cloud giving out candy on Halloween. We need that in one of these movies.
Motherfuckers
I wanna
can't just
say
give
that
out
they
straight up
sold the
razor
cereal.
blades.
Oh, yeah. I remember that cereal was badass. It had glass and shit in it.
I mean, they didn't sell that. I think they sold like some normal cereal. I got one final note here in regards to the budget from earlier, where it only made $3.5 million. Marshall was disappointed that the film didn't receive a theatrical release in the U.S. and instead premiered on a channel we all know, the Sci-Fi Channel.
That's
It
bonkers,
did.
man.
It did, however, get a 1-week run at LA's Egyptian Theater. With that, fellas, I ask, is this the best Sci-Fi Channel movie of all time?
Oh, shit.
Nope.
Was Leprechaun in Space a Sci-Fi Channel movie? as well?
Sharknado, big boy.
Okay, I have that one. Okay, yeah. I have
Sharknado done got fucking 5 spinoffs.
I don't have the original programming of the Sci-Fi Channel memorized personally, so I might need a short list at least.
So short list of some of the best. Sharknado obviously is up there, along with Splinter. If you haven't seen it,
that one's a really good movie.
Pretty good.
Damn, that's a sci-fi original.
What the hell is Splinter? That's not Splice, is it?
Splinter's got that motherfucker from Boardwalk Empire.
I was thinking about Splice when he bangs the alien.
What's his name? What's his name's brother? Nucky's brother.
He was the preacher in True Detective.
I know what you're talking about. What is Splinter?
It's about these motherfuckers at a gas station. You gotta watch the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like the point of the movie. They are at a gas station though. There you go. Also, Stir of Echoes 2, starring Rob Lowe.
Ooh.
Oh God, Jesus.
Damn, why did I miss that one? I love some.
There's the drop, and here's the drop. Frankenfish, Lake Placid 3, and Grizzly Rage. But it doesn't star Joe Grizzly.
Grizzly Rage sounds cool as fuck.
Is Oliver Platt in Lake Placid 3? Because if so, that's the winner.
Oh, I should have looked that up. That's good.
Ain't no way Betty White's in it.
There's no.
I guarantee you that old ass bitch is in it.
I thought she got 8.
AIDS.
There is a lot.
8 by the gator.
Oh no, the gator was her pet.
She was feeding the cows. There's a lot of original Sci-Fi Channel creature features that I was shocked.
Well, this isn't a production of this. They just aired this movie, right? They didn't have any kind of like rights to the movie itself.
Yeah, I think they just aired it. I mean,
thank God for that.
I never watched it.
Unfortunately, Betty White does not return for Lake Placid.
Damn it, Betty. Does Sci-Fi do unrated like broadcasts? How does a movie like this play on a cable television channel?
That's a good point. I don't know.
There's plenty of profanity, plenty of gore.
I haven't watched the Sci-Fi channel so
guts
long,
are hanging out for like 10 minutes.
Dude, guess who's in Lake Placid 3 though? Gene Ratchak. Ratchak's Roughnecks. Woo.
Who the
Michael
hell is
Ironside.
That? Oh, Michael Ironside. Jesus, Mike. He's no Powers Booth.
He's got 300 goddamn credits to his name. Holy shit.
He's been a lot.
He prints checks.
Recon. What was we talking about? I got sidetracked with Michael Ironside's career.
The Sci-Fi. I must say Dog Soldiers is the best movie of that list there by quite a margin for me.
I think it is too. I think Splinter's pretty close, but
I feel like it's recency bias on both y'all's part.
Bruh, I've never even seen
Ain't even saw Splinter yet. You ain't never seen Sharknado, so you just speaking out of turn.
Yeah, I've seen the poster. I'm good. I get it, man. I get
Sharknado. What about
that? I get it.
Who's in Sharknado?
Terry.
Chris Jericho's in it as well. Just that makes it good, I guess.
I mean, that makes it great.
Before we hop into Dog Soldiers here, I did want to pause for a second. And we had a homework assignment in the last episode for the Elder Hootie to see what his opinion was of the Spielberg somewhat controversial classic of Hook.
Oh, what was the answer to that bad boy?
He hates it.
Jesus, bro, what?
The fuck is there to hate?
What's
y'all's question was?
Hold on, he's got to have some reason here.
Y'all's question was it like our generation thing? And the next generation just like didn't get it. Like
is Paw Patrol to him? Is that what it is?
There you go. That's what it is. So like just didn't. It just
the
didn't
magic.
Work.
The magic of Peter Pan just didn't translate to somebody.
It just didn't work. Was he a Robin Williams? Is he a Robin Williams guy?
I'm sure that he is. I might answer that specific question, but I mean, it's his time. Like he's listening to like Metallica Reload. You know?
Oh, but he definitely saw Mrs. Doubtfire in theaters.
Mega Man 5000.
Dude look like a lady.
And knowing he probably cried when that motherfucker died on Fern Gully.
Man,
he acts like he's tough. He acts like he's tough.
We know there's a big softy in there.
Please stop chopping down the trees.
Fern Gully hits hard, man. Avatar is just the Fern Gully remake.
Did y'all hear about like women wanting to fuck the smog monster from Fern Gully?
No, man. I think we're on 2 different versions of the internet, bud.
Apparently, women think that guy's sexy.
When was the last time you Googled what Disney villains do women want to fuck? That's just regular shit for Joey.
Tim Curry, the smog monster.
That's just part of Joey's algorithm.
I haven't seen Fern Gully in so long, I don't even remember it.
Fucking love Fern Gully. You talking about Robin Williams?
He was pollution, dog. The pollution destroying everything.
Man, what a wholesome film.
That's such a
Until
good
Joey just made that comment. But what a wholesome film.
Joey had
Has
to throw P's and D's
the
in
kids ever seen Ferngully, Chris?
there. Hell no.
You making a mistake. Disgusting.
Is it because of the pollution? It's scary.
Yeah, man, I don't support, what would Joey say? I want to support this liberal idea that the way God intended us to burn all this for. I can't.
Yeah, you hear about
this
this bullshit they're trying to give fucking tax breaks to people using electric vehicles?
That makes sense. Those are the good people, right?
Really? The dinosaurs died for nothing, Chris? Huh? Dinosaurs
What does
died
that
for
mean?
nothing.
Dinosaurs.
We gotta
The dinosaurs are gone.
We
bro.
gotta
Let them be.
respect the dinosaurs' memory and use them
I'm
for
gonna
fuel.
dig your ass up in 3,000 years and turn you into a fucking battery. How about that?
I wish you would, big boy.
How about that?
I wish you would, your bald ass head.
I'm
I
personally
can see
gonna
my
dig your
fucking
ass up.
reflection. I can see my
In
reflection
2,000
in your
years.
fucking forehead, and I'm disgusted.
Keep talking, man. Take off your glasses.
All right. Let's get back into the show here, fellas. Sorry I sidetracked us there. With all that being said, let's hop in to Dog Soldier.
Me and Eddie, we went and had a few drinks. We had a lot of drinks. And we went down to the tattoo parlour and I got a desert rat done. And Eddie, being Eddie, wanted something with a bit more meaning. And being a bit of a believer, he said that his soul still belonged to God. But his flesh was way beyond redemption. And it was up to Satan to save his skin. So he got this fucking great laughing devil tattooed right on his arse.
A couple camps in the Scottish Highlands. The woman gives the man a silver letter opener as a gift, an odd gift. Something unseen tears through their tent and kills them both. The letter opener, however, survives. File that away for later.
Boys, the movie starting off with fucking in the woods. How can that dude's review, totally dismiss this?
This is like the classic Friday the 13th setup.
I had
in
the
the
same thought
tent,
as well.
getting that weenie pulled out.
She
Here
says,
comes Jason.
no knight should be without his sword.
Oh, Ishwan. She about to unsheath that bad boy. The zipper did trick me up too. I was like, the
It
sound
was
design is
so
off.
fucking. It was so cool.
I saw
I thought it was so
see the
great.
zipper, but I
All
hear
right,
it over here on my left.
paint it for the audience. What's going on?
So these two young people are in love. They've laid on the ground in the woods, the zipped up tent. She's softly caressing us.
Jesus Christ,
body,
this is fucking hot.
reaching down for the zipper.
Say it slower.
As the zipper unzips, another zipper unzips.
My
Sudden
the
turn.
zippers.
His own zipper, his pants. He's unzipping his pants while he unzips her pants.
He's actually in a
was
gimp suit.
confused.
There's like 30 zippers. They have to slowly.
He's unzipping her fucking pants, and then he stops, but you can still hear the zipper noise as there's something unzipping the tent.
Wait a tick.
She gets pulled halfway out of the tent, and there's no
Uh-huh.
noise. I thought that was odd sound design. To your editing point, there's no noise.
Yeah, I
I
thought we
see
hear
the sound
like a
design
growl.
tripped me out in this scene.
I mean, you hit the werewolf, yeah, but like they make no noise. It's just like a weird reaction.
they don't
Something
react.
Pulling you.
Right. It's like, huh? Like they're almost in shock or something.
What's happening?
Who's pulling my girlfriend out of the tent here? Yeah, weird opening though. In retrospect.
And it's
Like,
never.
do
I
these
mean, it's
characters
kind of
tie into
explained.
anything really?
They're talked about later on, but briefly.
Yeah, I guess it's more like serving up this is what this movie is about.
Maybe he's trying to tie in that Friday the 13th trailers with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many
Buddy.
kills can we fucking get? How many times can Scott dunk on the other team? Surfing USA. We got AI now. We can put Scott from Teen Wolf in place of every wolf in this movie and just run it back one time.
That'd be a different feature right there.
I would pay Michael J. Fox for the rights to do that.
I hate to ask this, but it's the truth. Was he the same height?
Oh, that's a good question. It was still Michael J. Fox. I'm assuming he's the same height.
Yeah, they didn't hire a wolf actor to fucking portray him.
You could
That
tell it
would
was
be
his
some-
face under the costume, so I'm assuming he was
Oh.
the same height. I don't know about during those
So-
dunking sequences. I
Oh,
don't know
that's
if that
got-
was
that's
him.
definitely
Going through the fucking legs and shit.
Definitely him. Private Cooper is running a Special Forces selection course in North Wales. Captain Richard Ryan orders him to shoot a dog in cold blood as a final test. Cooper, because he's a good human being, refuses. Ryan fails him and sends him back to his regular unit. Cooper has a conscience. Both facts will matter later.
This is the most
And this
fucking
dog
Ryan
is a
Hurdy
fucking-
sequence of all time.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know, right? This dog is
I was
like,
like, this
a
is some Hurdy shit.
trained a trained like search dog, and this motherfucker's going to execute him. Actually, he does execute him. I'm sorry, he does execute him. The motherfucker does kill the dog.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up.
I didn't get this scene. Like, what are you trying to accomplish?
If you're special forces, you gotta do whatever it fucking takes.
You do whatever
to
they
survive.
Say, they tell you gotta
You
go
mean
smother
like-
a
He
baby
said
and
the first thing they should have done was kill the dog.
so that way it wouldn't attract him.
They said he had evaded capture for 22 hours, but if he had started off by shooting the dog, they never would have caught him.
Well,
Whatever it takes, baby.
He has a heart.
He's pretty much saying,
Drag
"Don't be a
dog.
pussy and shoot a fucking dog in the face."
No, he's saying
Well,
just be a
this
mindless
man-
machine.
I don't know if you'll call this or not. This man took a flashlight and threw it at a guy's throat, and that dude wiped out.
Yeah, that was pretty gangsta.
Yeah, all he had to do was throw that flashlight at the dog.
And this is in a training sequence. This is just a test, I guess, that he's doing right here. Just a
that's
pass-fail situation.
Because he talking about the what's his name? Fucking Ryan, Richard Ryan. That's confusing. Captain Ryan talks about how Cooper is like top of the class, like by evading them for so long, and all he has to do is just fucking shoot this one dog. He don't even know this dog.
Just snuffed his dog, bro. It literally comes it back to play at the end of the damn movie. It's showing you up front. These are two different kinds of people in this world. And of course, you're going to be rooting for Cooper after the situation.
Cooper.
With that,
Unless you're a POS.
let's find out who these fellas are. Cooper, played by Kevin McKidd, who I believe Joey knows.
Oh man, that's the motherfucker from Grey's Anatomy.
He's
Dr.
the one.
Owen Hunt on Grey's Anatomy.
Also, Lucius Varenas from the mid 2000s Room. You thought I forgot about that one, motherfucker?
Oh, I forgot all about that one.
That
Apparently
dude is so good in Rome. Oh my
He's been on Grey's
god!
Anatomy since 2008, like to this day.
380 plus episodes.
Holy
85.
hell, bro.
Crazy.
I didn't realize he was the voice of Soap McTavish from Modern Warfare 2 and 3.
I can hear it now. Yeah, he's got a cool voice.
Yeah, and he's also Tommy from Irvine Welsh's Trainspotting adaptation.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably best known as Tommy in Trainspotting at this point in his career. 2002.
Really?
In 2002, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I think now he's probably seen as the guy from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
he's
probably
got Grey's
that.
Anatomy.
I've seen 0 minutes of him in Grey's Anatomy. So to me right
damn
now,
it, you need to
he's,
watch him in Rome, bro.
For me right now, he's this guy from Dog Soldiers.
They talk about dicks and stuff all the time in Rome.
They talk about dicks and stuff all the time.
That should make you watch it.
Well, so do you, man. So it's hand in hand.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
He's
What about
also
that?
going to be. He's also going to be in the new. Is it Henry Cavill's Highlander movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wait, no, is it Henry Cavill?
I think. it
Yeah,
is.
pretty
I
sure
think
he's
it's
cast as the
My man.
Highlander.
Hell
He's
yeah.
going to be in.
Henry
Check
can do
it
it all,
out.
bro. And we got Captain Richard Ryan here, played by Liam Cunningham. Forever and ever gonna be Davos Seaworth from Game of Thrones, The Onion Knight, 2012.
My second favorite character.
2019. Second favorite character. Damn it, Hootie's all about
The
the
only
fourth-tier
good
characters.
man, the only good man in
That's such.
in the Game of Thrones universe.
He's a
Jorah's
thief,
also a
man.
good dude.
Nah, Jorah's over
Nah.
betrays his fucking
Don't
queen
give
in
me
the
that
first
Jorah
episode.
That Jorah cuck shit again.
Jorah's a fucking cuck ass bitch. He fucking
Jorah and
can't,
Davos are my boys.
first of all, can't support his wife. Then he wants to cheat on, turn his fucking queen in for fucking pardon to go
Then he
back to
falls in love with
Westeros. He's tired of the heat over there in Essos.
And then he falls in love with her. She's 14 in the book when this happens, Hootie,
Yeah.
by the way.
14 watches her lose her
Well, I didn't
virginity
know
to
that in the show, Chris.
Sand monster.
I didn't read the books.
I'm Jamie Lannister forever. Best character by a mile.
That
That's
dude
my
fucks
guy.
his sister
That's my
a
guy,
bunch
bro.
of times.
The only person with any redemption in the whole series.
Redemption, he says, Joey. The only person
He's the only
with
person who
redemption.
changes. He's the only person
Literally-
who changes from season one.
literally
from season one to
birthed-
the end.
Literally birthed the downfall of the fucking country.
He's I ain't gonna get into it. I ain't gonna hash it out with you.
Get
Go read
into
the
it.
books, man.
Get into
Go
it.
read
Let's
the books,
go.
man. Get off the Wikipedia.
Get into it,
read
big
the book.
boy.
We might be the most
Well,
Game
I
of
think
Thrones
it did.
heavy horror podcast of all the podcasts.
Man, it touches a deep spot in my heart. But yeah,
So,
shout out to the
Liam-
Onion Knight.
Liam was able to pull off the common onion knight, as you call him, so well because he was a former electrician. He maintained electrical equipment at a safari park in Zimbabwe before becoming an actor.
What in the hell kind of random ass note is that?
Well, I'm telling you, I
In Zimbabwe.
found some good notes. Yeah.
That sounds like the most random trivia of all time. I would never have guessed its sentence, one word in that sentence, if you hadn't told me that.
Electrician in a safari park in Zimbabwe.
That's fucking wild. Shout out to that guy. He's great here. He's a total douchebag here.
He's got a good, mean face look.
Yeah, for someone who, I think of as a loving old dude, from what I've seen of him, obviously in Game of Thrones, he's the complete opposite here.
He looks so weird without his beard and his gray hair.
Yeah. This is 10 years before Game of Thrones, because he wasn't in the first season. Motherfuckers get old quick.
4 weeks later, Cooper is one of 6 regular British Army soldiers dropped into the Scottish Highlands for a routine training exercise under Sergeant Harry Wells. Their job: find the SAS unit deployed against them. Instead, they find the SAS camp reduced to a slaughterhouse. One survivor, Captain Ryan, badly wounded and making no coherent sense.
This is the only thing that kind of annoyed me with this movie was the time jumps. I was confused about where the hell I was supposed to be.
It went from 2 hours later to 4 weeks before.
Was it 4 weeks before? And then it was 4 weeks after. And the other one was, there was no need for it. I was like, why are you highlighting this? You're fucking confusing me. You had the initial scene and it was 2 hours before, or 2 days before or something. So the beginning happened in between those two scenes? Is that what we're supposed to believe? If it was shot chronologically, they should have just edited it that way because it was confusing as hell.
Because it made it seem like so much time had passed between that training exercise and this one.
Yeah, it seemed like he's on a whole platoon, doing a whole separate thing. I assumed this would have been years later or something, And it was 4 weeks later. I was like, why the specificity here? That's what's confusing me.
And then at some
point,
you
just saw this guy a month ago.
Yeah, at some point they're like, "Oh, you know each other." Yeah, they know each other.
And he says, Ryan says, "I remembered you." I was like, "It was a month ago, bro." It'd be different if it was 5 years ago is when we had that fucked up situation where you shot that dog, which would have made more sense to me. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they could have just take those the little time jump cards out of there, and this plays better. I think I didn't understand why it needed to be 4 weeks.
That's a good point.
Man,
yeah.
I think it just hit me why it had to be 4 weeks later.
Give it.
I'll circle back later at the end of the movie. I think I just got it.
Oh, okay.
It took too much thinking, but I think I got there.
Oh, so you're saying it's a deep horror film? Okay.
So it's cyclical.
We get some pretty decent, beautiful shots of Scotland in this. I'm assuming it's a helicopter.
Yeah, all the exteriors look cool. The big ass trees, everything's kind of gray. There's mountains everywhere.
There's so many moors.
Moors? Yeah,
moors.
One of those words that you never use in America.
What is it? Stay off the moors?
The moor. Yeah, wasn't that an American Werewolf in London?
That's where I know it. Here we meet Wales, Sergeant Harry Wales, played by Sean Pertwee, who was in Event Horizon, where he played Smith. He was in 99 episodes of the show Gotham. And, of course, a movie that hopefully we will cover on this show at some point, fellas. A movie y'all know quite well, Mutant Chronicles, starring Thomas Jane.
T. Jane in the
and Ron
building.
Ron Perlman,
Speaking of
Thomas
T.
Jane, and Sean Pertwee.
Oh, okay. Sean Pertwee is the shining star there. But speaking of Thomas Jane, is have you dug into the new Bernthal Punisher movie?
I haven't watched it yet, but it's.
Oh my God! Are they going to do the Spider-Verse thing, where they have all the Punisher guys meet up and do Punisher stuff?
No, it's just Thomas Jane. It's just Thomas Jane.
Oh,
I don't know. I have no idea. I was just curious if it was really good.
I want to see Ray Stevenson, but he's dead. R.I.P.
I like Ray Stevenson, man.
He was in Rome.
He was good, too.
He was also in Rome. He played the part opposite Lucius Vorenus.
Isn't he the main character in Rome, Ray Stevenson?
No, he's like the co-lead, I guess, with McKidd.
Oh, damn. There you go. Look at that connection, man. It all comes back to Thomas Jane at the end of the day.
it all comes back to TJ.
That's just life.
I've heard that it's kind of comparable to The Raid or Dread, Carl Urban's Dread, where it's like a one house. And
I got you.
Constant action. But
I think the director I saw attached to it was one of those big like stunt choreography guys, like the what's this guy's Chad? I forget his last name. The John Wick guy, one of his buddies.
Such a Chad
Stefanski or something like that. I forget his last name. Yeah, back to Pertwee. Apparently, he was attached to this for years before it got made. He said when Marshall finally told him that they were going to shoot it, his response was, "About time," he said. And then Marshall credited him as the creative center of the ensemble, saying that the tight-knit cast atmosphere was largely his doing.
I thought this guy...
he was great, man.
He was fantastic.
But the thing is, you could say he was great. You could attach that to like any of the guys in this movie at all.
Yeah, I was shocked like how sparse some of these guys' filmography was, because they were all fucking cool, man. I'm usually not an army movie guy either, but all these guys were great.
He is also a popular voice actor, much like previous fellow with Call of Duty. He voiced, notably for me, Killzone 2.
Killzone, dog.
Killzone Killers.
I really like that game.
He used to run around snapping motherfuckers' necks in that bitch.
Oh, was that the melee from behind?
Oh man, they had the best melees of any.
Push that stick in, baby.
Of any fucking shooting game I've ever seen.
But since Dog Soldiers, I think you mentioned it, but he's been best known as Alfred in Gotham for like 5 years. Never watched that show, but I heard some real Batman stans say that it's pretty good. I'm just not a network TV guy personally.
Yeah, nobody wants to fucking see Bruce Wayne's story. Who gives a shit?
Give me Batman's story. Every fucking Batman movie.
I don't care about what made Bruce Wayne.
His mother and father.
His mother and his father were attacked in Crime Alley.
Why'd you say her name?
I'm not going to get into it.
Why'd you say Martha?
So we got all of our soldier boys here, right? I wanted to shout out Darren Morfitt. That's Private Spoon. With a spoon. Essentially, this is the role Simon Pegg turned down, is what it's always going to be known for. But he was also in 2017's Star Wars The Last Jedi as a transport deck officer. So, other than that, not much. He's great in this, man. Spoon was great in this, bro.
But he regrets that.
He was great.
Movie. That shit getting fucking decanonized as we speak.
The Last Jedi was great, man.
Oh, yeah, man. It was really good.
You remember The Last Jedi? You don't know shit about Star Wars, dog.
Motherfucker drinking that blue milk.
Bruh. That shit was great. Also, this guy, Thomas Lockyer, only wanted to shout him out. He's just a character actor who's been in a bunch of random shit, but his character's name is Corporal Bruce Campbell.
It's all that.
That's your Evil Dead shout out right there.
It's kind of on the nose, but yes.
A little obvious, but appreciate the chin getting some exposure.
Yeah, also Corporal Steven Spielberg.
Oh shit, for real?
Nah, I'm lying.
He's so fucking stupid. But yeah, man, I was kind of shocked at how the rest of these guys just don't have like
very
careers,
sparse.
you know?
The thing is, even on their IMDb pages, they don't have pictures for their actual.
Yeah, I was scrubbing through some other things, and like there was no links to like more information about them or anything.
I wonder if there's like a European version of IMDb that they're hosted on, because I think they're all like English actors.
IMDb.eu. Right? Is that what you're asking about?
Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Benedict Cumberbatch is like
Benny.
I was shocked that for the training exercise, these are just normal, Army guys going against special forces.
Again, confused about why what is happening. It doesn't seem like it's a training exercise until someone says that it is.
Yeah.
Well, they're walking around with fucking dummy guns, man.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be hunting the team that's hunting them. Like, what's the objective here? Are they just playing tag with each other?
They're just trying to infiltrate a camp without being detected.
But the special forces guys have real ammunition, as we'll find out.
Yeah, but they don't know that yet.
Oh yeah, there's a plot, a thickening plot.
Yeah, there's some scheming. There's some reaming and scheming. You know what I mean?
I don't know how American military exercises work, so I really can't even begin to guess how a British one would work. So I'm gonna bow out.
I gotta give a shout out to Wells' story about Eddie Oswald's situation with the tank
that was
mine.
great, man.
He was acting his ass off right there.
Yeah, I was looking through like quotes of the movie after I'd watched it, just trying to get like a recap of things that stood out to me. And his was like literally like this gigantic chunk of dialogue uninterrupted. And I was like, dude, it was really impressive. The devil saving his skin.
He called him Old Nick in here. I was like, oh, whoa, that's Bone Temple connection there.
You damn right, Old Nick.
What about like the whole thing that set this off? That cow falling from the sky
Oh yeah, that shit was wild.
immediately after the Eddie story.
You're shooting fucking blanks.
I was confused there because a werewolf wouldn't eat a cow, right?
It's meat.
What do you mean?
So a werewolf would eat a cow.
It depends on, I guess, the rules of your werewolf. Is this like a humanoid, like you have control of your actions as a werewolf? Or you're just a wild animal who wants to eat? Can you dunk a basketball?
Well, either way, a human or a wolf would both eat a goddamn cow.
But why wouldn't you eat
Michael
the
J.
cow?
Fox would not, though.
But wouldn't you eat the cow and be full and just be like, all right, I'm gonna go sit down?
It's one of them things. It's like a snack. It's a cow snack.
A cow snack.
Is a human.
Okay.
So you think it's like a gluttonous werewolf? Like it's if you're thinking it's satiated, it should just walk away from these guys.
Correct.
It shouldn't just attack them immediately. Well, it doesn't attack them, does it?
No, it doesn't.
I guess that's true. It does take a little bit of time.
Is it hunger?
Not a lot.
Or they just... Well, animals in packs will get weird too, man. It's like you get the blood frenzy. Like if one of your homeboys gets into a fight, you get pulled into it, you know? Your blood gets pumping. Let's go. You know, everybody starts bumping chests against each other. I'm going to get some. Let me get some.
The fuck have you been doing with that? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Let me get a piece of them, Lil Ray.
Were you in the
All
shower?
right.
The fucking shower bumping chests and shit?
You ever seen soap slide down the crack of a man's ass? Yeah, I've been to prison.
We all live different lives, fellas, you know?
You've been working remote too much, man. You be fantasizing about chest bumping dudes in the locker room.
Y'all never seen Don't Be a Minute to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood?
I don't know. It sounds like one of us has seen it.
It's a banger. Wayne's Brothers for life.
Whatever it hit, the SAS camp is still out there. Corporal Bruce Campbell is killed almost immediately. Wells is mauled badly enough that his intestines are hanging out, yet survives somehow. Cooper keeps him alive and gets the survivors to the roadside, where a zoologist named Megan drives them to an isolated farmhouse owned by a family called the Ewiths. The soldiers don't know who the Ewiths are. They're about to.
Days about this. This is one of my favorite bits when Cooper's like trying to push his guts back into him. He says, "My guts are out, Coop. We'll just put them back in there."
He says, well, we'll just push them back in. He said they're not going to fit. Of course they don't fit, man. They just came out of you. All this while they're being attacked by the fucking werewolf.
Yeah, this is cool.
Dude, this is like one of the only werewolf films I've seen like a werewolf attack during the day. Like it's not even a full moon right
that's
now.
A good point.
That's true.
Like, I think Ginger Snaps had some, and I think Silver Bullet had some as well.
I think the rules of the werewolf in this movie aren't very like in your face. Like this is how it works. You know, they're kind of just going by the seat of their pants. But yeah, that is a good point. I didn't put that together. We never see the actual attack either here, though. So it's what are they
shit. The
being
first
attacked
part
by?
there isn't much of an attack. The motherfucker runs headlong into a long ass stick.
Oh yeah,
poking out of a tree and impales himself. It's that's some Final Girl type shit.
I think it's
remember in Final Girl how they're all like killing themselves?
Yeah, like they just keep accidentally dying. But I think it's kind of an ode back to Evil Dead and how Ash is kind of always like doing dumb shit and dying or getting hurt in goofy ways.
Run around the woods.
Of course he's gonna run into a damn tree and then just kill himself. That's something Ash would do.
And we learned that the werewolves have some razor sharp claws because they just kind of swipe across whales.
Swipe that motherfucker right up. And yeah, I thought Pertwee was gone at this point. I was like, damn. I was like,
oh yeah. I was already on the boat of. I have a note here. They dropping like fucking flies.
Yeah, I had
killing off
down,
one of the main characters.
I was like, in all the research, I thought this was like one of the main actors. I was like, damn, he's already off the board. But nah, it's they do a lot of cool stuff with him.
I busted out laughing when he says, "My guts are out, Coop."
My fucking guts are out, Coop. He's just laying there with all this spaghetti noodles just hanging down in his lap.
Yeah, it didn't look great, but you know.
Yeah, it looked a little goofy, but I think they made up for it with the werewolves for me personally. The hands of the wolves look great. We get a lot of shots of just the clawed hands coming out, and they look really good.
Yes.
Throughout the movie.
With a full
we
moon.
Met Megan here, right? We talk about Megan?
Oh, yeah.
The girl that picks him up. Her name is Emma Cleasby. I have 0 notes about her either. Couldn't find a thing.
I wonder if she's a Cleasbian.
She's one of the main characters here, but again, not a lengthy filmography.
She was apparently in Doomsday, a movie we've never seen.
Oh, okay.
And this was her debut film. So
here we go. Cut and dry. Got to shout her out. She moving the plot.
With a full moon in the night sky, the house is surrounded. The attackers step into the light, and the soldiers are confronted with the fact that they are being hunted by werewolves. The Land Rover is already destroyed. Radio is out. The plan is to board up the house, hold up until dawn, and survive. It's Night of the Living Dead with worse odds and better accents. Spoon is not intimidated. This is both his best quality and the reason he dies.
Why'd you say his name like it?
Spoon.
Spoon. There is no spoon. It had to be a Matrix reference, right?
There is no spoon.
I like Spoon.
Yeah,
maybe.
He was pretty gangster.
This movie does have a lot of references. There's even I think they referenced Star Trek 2, talking about the Kobayashi Maru at one point.
Yeah, they were talking about the test, how it's an impossible test that you can't win. That's the one that Mr. James Kirk figures out.
So they got Captain Ryan sitting up in this chair by the fire, keeping him warm. And the dog is barking at all these werewolves. And he wants that dog taken out again.
Well, no, the dog is fucking pulling on the intestines of,
yeah, he's tugging on his bandage.
On my man's intestines.
I had to question what's his bandage.
Ryan pulls a goddamn gun out, about to blow the fucking brains out this bitch. He hates dogs.
I have a note about the dog. The dog in this film was named Acer. Marshall has described him as very lovely, but kind of the worst trained movie dog he has ever worked with.
Jesus.
Everyone hated his fucking dog.
Poor dog.
I guess this was the worst dog.
There's also a scene here where Cooper is commanded to knock my man out. What's his name? The guy who has his intestines ripped out.
Wells. Sergeant Wells.
Cooper is commanded to knock out Wells, so he can perform surgery. I guess seal his ass up because he's over here bleeding out. And he legit punches him in the face in real life. But apparently for this scene, the actor requested to be drunk to make it more believable.
Oh, you might Pertwee.
Because they're force feeding him whiskey to dull the pain. So he actually hits him in the face, but he didn't know it because he was so drunk.
Wow,
bro.
Yeah. It looked good, obviously, and they used super glue in that scene for the quote unquote surgery.
Yeah, it's like a whole. This isn't a movie thing. This is like a real. They created this back in Vietnam for this reason specifically to heal up soldiers and glue guts together. I don't know if that's true, but it sounded cool.
Wells is critical. The soldiers hold the house under repeated assault, run low on ammo, and lose Terry to an abduction through a window. Joe makes a run for a second Land Rover in the garage, drives it up to the front door, and is killed by a werewolf already hiding in the back seat. That's sadly the end of Joe.
Poor Joe. Another cool character who barely got any screen time, but I kind of still was rooting for the guy.
He's
very,
the one
very, very big fan of football, yes. The England versus Germany match.
I think it's a World Cup qualifier that he's trying to watch.
Ooh, that's a
this
huge
particular
deal.
game.
But yeah, during this sequence, there's there's outbreak of gunfire, fights. They're literally attacking the werewolves who are trying to break into the house with pans, boiling water, knives, fucking
cool.
spoons, forks, all sorts of shit, whatever they can find, shoes, some chonkalas. They're throwing some fucking chonkalas at them too. And then it gets to the point where it's sandals. Mexican ladies throw them at their family members.
Okay. That's what they buy them just for that reason?
But it gets to the point where they actually back him down. And Terry puts his back to a window. He says, "Dogs, more like pussies." And that's when the fucking werewolf drags his ass out the window. And then Spoon, man, being the hero he is, he's the one that sets up Joe to be able to even get to the Land Rover. He's out there literally running around as a distraction.
All right, you bastards, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
He's hard enough. Oh, I
Come
didn't
on,
know.
you beauties.
Spoon got the raw
man.
end of that deal.
I feel like Spoon was. When I saw like the Simon Pegg casting thing, I was like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be like the chump or like the comic relief," but they were kind of a bit of a badass.
Dude, what about Terry still being eaten in the barn when Joe gets to the
Yeah, that was a cool
the
sequence.
the Land Rover?
It gave me some real Michael Myers vibes with the wolf just chilling in the back seat too.
Oh, yeah.
How Annie eats it back in '78's Halloween.
You just get the breath.
The breath, he's like, "Oh, I know you've been waiting for me." And I was like, "Oh, that's sad."
I think it's the first time ever a werewolf is held at bay by a camera flash as well.
Yeah,
like
the whole
Megan
camera
is like fucking flashing the.
flashed him with the
werewolf
camera. It was cool.
Yeah.
I was confused when it first started. I was like, "Where the hell is this coming from? Like, is there any logic behind it?" But I rode with it. It became like a cool gimmick.
Instead
I
of
think,
pepper
throughout
spray in Scotland, they give you this little fucking flashlight.
They give you
I
a
guess if you-
1920s camera with a flashing bulb.
Don't animals react when you flash a camera?
I guess so,
I mean,
but
I
I feel
guess
like
they got eyes
dogs
like
have
us,
shitty
hell.
vision anyway, right? Cats
No,
have
their
great
vision
vision.
is acute. I thought.
I thought the
they can't
cats
see
had the great
color.
vision, and the dogs can hear everything.
Was it Daredevil?
And dogs have like great hearing and shitty
Dog
vision.
devil-
Cats
dog
have
devil
great
over here?
vision. I don't know.
It-
I didn't
it's-
really understand the physics of it, but I thought it was kind of cool effect.
At some point, somebody brings up werewolves before they figure out that they're werewolves, and somebody goes like, "You mean like silver and full moons and eyebrows that join in the middle?" And I was like, "Is that a part of werewolves?"
Is that a Teen Wolf reference? That's what I was thinking. I think it's probably a reference to an American Werewolf in London, right? You remember the damn eyebrows that Griffin had?
Mm.
Oh, they do join.
Griffin
Yeah.
Dunn had those really goofy ass eyebrows.
And here is probably one of the first time. I think it is the first time that we see the full werewolf when it comes into Wells's room and like stands over him, and it towers over.
Yeah, that's like was like the teaser image, or what do you call it? Like the banner of the poster on the digital copy when I was looking through the library.
Yeah.
Very intimidating.
With options gone, the survivors lean on Ryan, who has been quietly falling apart. He breaks. The government sent him to the Highlands to capture a live werewolf for weaponization. Cooper's squad was bait, expendable. Ryan knew exactly what was out here. Before Wells and Cooper can do anything about it, Ryan transforms. His wounds from the SAS massacre were bites and escapes into the woods.
Didn't see that shit coming.
Got your ass. That was a cool transformation. I thought it was gonna be goofy when it first like started kicking in, but I was like, I dug it, man. I like these wolves a lot.
He dropped below the table. That was nice.
Yeah, he had the claw coming out, and the contacts, the eyes going yellow, all that good stuff. Definitely brings back memories of the old Silver Bullet and all that kind of
Oh, makes me
the
think
'80s
of
version, baby.
Thriller night.
Oh, he does turn into a
for your
werewolf.
life inside a thriller. Yeah, he got the yellow ass eyes.
Boom, 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 boom.
And we ain't talking about Michael Jordan yellow eyes.
I don't know what that means, but all right.
Michael Jordan's got really yellow eyes because of alcoholism.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, he did have some weird looking eyes in that Last Dance documentary. Now that you mention that,
He looks
I'm
like
thinking about the crying Jordan meme now.
So here's where we learned that that's why the Special Forces
Baked,
had
baby.
live ammunition.
Y'all was just food, man. So Ryan can snatch up his target and get out of Dodge.
So they were going to capture werewolf and then I guess make it have other werewolves and use it as a...
Yeah, put a
It's
collar on that
always-
motherfucker and shock him and make him do
It's
your
the
bit.
government, man. They always want to turn something into a weapon.
They gave an example of a
Class.
dolphin doing something. I forgot what they said.
Yeah, that was a thing like back in the day where they get dolphins to drop mines on submarines and stuff like that.
That was a thing?
They were like supposedly, no one knows.
Oh,
There were supposedly like dolphins that can shoot lasers and shit too.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like all those like secret psyops type stuff that you always hear
Lasers?
about in like the conspiracy theory circles. Using dolphins to blow up Japanese submarine.
Like, as long as
Megan
they are they kamikaze?
Yeah, they're like take
Jesus.
mines and drop them onto targets for you.
No, the dolphins aren't
probably BS,
kamikaze like the Japanese people from Pearl Harbor.
I mean, it's allegedly.
Megan steers him toward blowing up the barn where she says the werewolves are sheltering. They destroy it. Then she tells them there were no werewolves in the barn. She just needs to destroy their only transport. She also tells them she unlocked the back door of the house and that she is a member of the Youth family. The Youth family is the werewolves. This is their house. Before she fully transforms, Wells takes her out.
I like this sequence.
Inside betrayer the whole fucking time.
It's super confusing. Like, I don't understand why was she taking pictures? Like, why was she fighting back and all this stuff? I don't know if that any of that makes sense.
It's
so
confusing.
She's waiting to transform? Is that what this is? She can't transform until a certain point?
It's confusing that she didn't transform. I don't know why.
Yeah. And we were talking about earlier about we didn't understand the 4-week gap between, I guess, the first killing and then this sequence. But I'm assuming it's because of her period. Because it literally, a cycle is 4 weeks, right, for a woman. So I guess her last cycle was when she was attacking the campers.
You think that's what it's in reference to?
It's the only thing I can think of when you think of something being exactly 4 weeks. That's what I think of. It's literally a period.
Interesting. Okay. I mean,
so I wonder if that's because she talks about being in heat too. Like that's the whole thing about.
Goodness gracious.
She doesn't want to turn, I guess, while she's in heat.
But then, like the other werewolves stand up behind her.
Yeah,
like
they're ready. I
guarding
don't know if they're ready
her.
to fuck or if they're ready to kill. But it was a cool shot though. Like they're standing up in the dark behind her. That's creepy.
That was good.
Appropriately effective. It was very good framing. And then her eyes turning and her getting capped in the head was pretty dope as well. Wells fucking doing it, man.
Wells is fully healed?
Wells had a quote earlier about, he said, if Little Red Riding Hood should show up with a bazooka and a bad attitude, I expect you to chin the bitch. Dude had so many bangers. He's like, somebody's got to do it. Boom.
And here, there's a slow motion shot of, I think Spoon's supposed to light it with a matchstick, but he can't do it, and Wells just runs out with a Molotov cocktail and just
fucking smashes it too. That looked really good too. I was like, that's a real actor running with a fire like flame in his hand. There was like no trick photography there. It was legit.
It's weird when he throws it on the ground though. It like bounces.
Yeah, like it doesn't break on the initial. Maybe it hits a rock or something, or they had some way to trigger it from a distance. Can't be safe to have your lead actor just run out there with a hand full of fire.
Well, you said he wanted his move for years. He was just excited to be here, man.
Yeah, he was giving it. He was slinging. And you said he's healed. Like those wounds what's going on with those wounds, Joy? He's healing himself.
I mean, he's got the lichen virus, I think.
Well, before we skip over, we talked Megan just got, right? So she's gone. I had a note here about something Marshall revealed in an audio commentary about the moment when Megan cut her hand on the glass. If you notice in the movie, it's really weird that it like focuses on it.
It does, yeah.
It's like, what the hell's going on here? But originally that was a setup for a second sequel involving werewolf DNA, and the intent was like a trilogy. But the sequel never happened, and in 2024, Marshall confirmed that Dog Soldiers 2 is no longer in development. But that was the idea. Her DNA was going to be left behind.
It's such a movie that could get multiple sequels.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you do all the setup, and you contain it in just one building, pretty much, you know?
Yeah.
There's a whole Highlands out there.
And I was impressed at the amount of explosions in this movie. There's like, all the Land Rovers get blown up.
Yeah, I had a shout out to the production unit, like who built the house and did all the explosives and the miniatures and all that stuff, but I lost it somewhere in there. But yeah, definitely did some good work here.
Spoon fights a werewolf barehanded in the kitchen and is winning until a second one comes in and kills him. Wells and Cooper shoot through the floor from upstairs and drop into the kitchen. Wells, beginning to transform from his wounds, forces Cooper into the cellar, presses a roll of film into his hands as evidence, then cuts the gas line and blows up the house, with himself and the remaining werewolves inside.
Yeah, Spoon goes out like a G. The werewolf's got him pushed up against the wall. He says, I hope I give you the shits, you fucking wimp.
Such a good line.
He's beating the shit out of that werewolf, man. Like
yeah,
that fucking part where he
sequence,
ducks that cross. He hits him with
John
his
Wick's
own
his
cross.
ass.
He takes that knife and he just starts fucking stabbing.
Yeah, he's
So
John
good.
Wick in his ass, bro.
He hits him
When I was
so
doing-
hard a tooth flies out.
Yeah, that's true. I was doing some of the research. Some of the reviews kept highlighting like the kitchen fight scene. So I know it was gonna be like a thing, but I didn't think it'd be as hardcore as it was. It was cool. Spoon, man, this dude was just an unsung hero.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Pegg would have been cool to see here, just for the fact that we'd see him again. This guy just.
Dude, are these the weakest werewolves in cinema history? I don't know if any of the
They're
werewolves
just-
get his ass
Did you see the picture of the family? It shows the picture of the family before they transform. It's just like regular looking ass people. They're not like Arnold Schwarzenegger werewolves.
Yeah, but
man.
damn, they're werewolves, motherfucker.
Should they have a superpowers?
They don't have superpowers.
They're
Like,
8
what if
feet
they're
tall.
just- what if they
Superpowers,
inherit-
they're fucking
What
wolves.
if they're inheriting the personality of the person they're transforming from?
Oh my god.
So they're the count.
Like, oh, this is just a soccer mom. What the hell is she gonna do?
Are they driving a van,
Get in
playing basketball?
It's like
playing footy?
literally the Paw Patrol.
And here, where Wells is like fidgeting with the oven and the gas line, he's doing more fantastic acting.
Yeah, he sells it at the end. He gets the what the hell is he get? Like a cleaver, chops open the damn gas line. I was like, God, he's just putting his heart on the line for this whole movie. Throws McKidd in the basement. Remind me of Armageddon a bit there, of Harry. He's throwing Ben into the basement. Tell my daughter I love her. I love you, Harry.
At dawn, Cooper tries to leave the cellar. Ryan, still a werewolf, also in the cellar, is waiting for him. Cooper finds the silver letter opener from the cold open, drives it into Ryan's chest, and shoots him. Cooper walks out with the dog named Sam. Final image. The tabloid front page below the England 5-1 Germany result. Reading, Werewolves ate my platoon.
Dude, I love the weekly world news insert. That's how I saw that, right? You guys remember like seeing it on the newsstands, the Elvis is alive.
Oh, yeah.
The bat child found in the cave.
The Inquirer, was it? The National Enquirer?
Weekly world news. Yeah, I think they had
Goofy
National
shit.
Enquirer as well. I feel like it was like an insert of that. It's pretty neat seeing that.
Do they still make those?
No.
It's got to be like a website now or some shit. I guess it's just Facebook if you want to go
It's
for
like
fake
the
shit.
Onion.
Well-
I guess the Onion's still around.
Yeah,
You
him
guys
having
think
to,
about the sword and the teeth scene down there? Because
Oh, yeah, where he's pushing it through
Ryan
his teeth.
had that sword stabbed to him. And
Yeah, that's how you
he's
knew it
like
was him.
stabbing it through Cooper's teeth. That's, like the sound
Yeah,
it
they're
made.
cool.
Oh, sound
Yeah.
design in this movie isn't the best, but hearing the
It
sound
made me
of
want to
the
go floss.
sword going through the teeth was brutal.
Yeah, that was nasty.
And I
Oh, that was
enjoyed
cool, though.
the photos playing over the credits.
Yeah, the flashes of all the pictures that were taken. Yeah, that was a nice touch. The silver letter opener thing is kind of, I don't know, it's a deus ex machina, I guess. But I was hoping he would just cut his fucking head off with that sword. That's what I want to see. Maybe it's the Game of Thrones in me, though.
That's what I thought was going to happen, but yeah, they had to use that letter opener.
Had to bring that damn letter opener back. That girl didn't get unzipped for nothing.
I don't know if I've ever used a letter opener.
I've used a letter opener before.
Lazy.
Not a
bastard.
silver one, but
Well,
How much is the this silver letter opener worth, Joy?
boy, silver right now is insane. That shit's like $80 an ounce.
That's an 80. How much is this letter opener, man? $100 letter opener.
It's probably about 4 ounces. So it's probably about
Oh,
$300.
Damn, boy.
Oh no, $300 about $250.
Give me a PlayStation 2 with that cash. Let's do it. Trade
those
you
were
straight
live
up.
numbers.
The live conversion right there. He did the math. I did like the whole basement sequence and him having to put him down as a dog. That's the full circle. He wouldn't shoot a dog to start the movie, but he'll put the fucking dog down to end the movie. Wow.
I thought it was a good ending, and it set up an ending to where, like I said earlier, it could have had sequels. I don't know why. Can Neil Marshall not just sell the rights to the franchise?
The movie didn't make no fucking money, man.
That's
I think
true.
He used the goodwill, like, I mean, obviously, that he created from this movie to make The Descent. And it seems like he might have spurned the chances since then, as far as feature films are concerned, at least.
Well,
Like a competent TV director, so.
So that concludes Dog Soldiers, fellas. What piece of memorabilia are you taking home, Joey?
Man, speaking of the letter opener, I want that silver letter opener, man. I think that's so cool. I'm just thinking like me and Remy, my dog, who's hairless and looks like a werewolf. We can do like some cosplay with this silver letter opener.
Just stab his little ass?
Right in the chest.
Right in that
I
chest.
thought you were going to say you could open your letters while he sits beside you if you're watching shit.
Oh.
I'll sit by the fire and read my letters and get my feet warm, and the puppy will just lay there on the blanket.
Who's trying to communicate with me today?
Damn, Joanne, I know you got letters. I appreciate that.
Still get letters.
I'm going to take the sword, the big sword that's hanging out of old Ryan's chest. I feel like we don't get many swords in horror movies, so I'm going to have to claim one while I got a chance at it. Had the Excalibur look to it.
I'm going to go with one of the werewolf headpieces. I thought the werewolves looked great. I liked how they looked like an animal.
Yeah, like the pups.
Like a wolf.
Have you licked your balls yet? I forgot. You don't have any. This movie was funny.
So let's bring it home, fellas. Chris, what did you think about Dog Soldier?
All right, I'm going to address this to the director himself. Neil, you wrote, directed, and edited your debut feature you shot in a foreign country on a budget that would barely cover catering on a mid-tier Marvel production, with a cast that included the guy who replaced Jason Statham and a movie dog who, by your own account, cannot be trained to do anything reliably. You made one of the best regarded werewolf films of the last 30 years. The decision to cast dancers in the suits was the right one. Shooting chronologically was the right choice. Every instinct you trusted landed. Go practical. Keep the suits moving fluidly. Build the squad chemistry first, and let the audience grieve when it goes wrong. The film has a few rough edges that a bigger budget would have smoothed, but the core is airtight. This is what a debut looks like when someone knows exactly what they want and is stubborn enough to go get it. I'm giving a B+ for Neil Marshall's Dog Soldiers.
Very nice. Joey, what are your thoughts on Dog Soldiers?
All right, I got some notes. It's probably going to sound like a incoherent mess, but here we go. I've had this movie on the backlog ever since we started this podcast, and I'm ashamed that it took Hootie getting lucky and our Rotten Tomato guessing game for me to give it the time of day. The movie does a really good job of creating that military camaraderie, that foxhole fraternization, which in turn makes the viewer care even more about the well-being of his characters. And speaking of those characters, this is a fantastically acted movie with strong characters that are some of the easiest to root for that I've ever seen in a horror movie. The movie does like so much with such a low budget as well, and it deserves credit for shying away from CGI and sticking with mostly practical effects, as the early 2000s was one of the boom times for CGI usage, and those practical effects still hold up well today. There's situational tongue-in-cheek comedy throughout that isn't overbearing, and it doesn't take away from the overall horror. I love how seamless the actors and the dialogue and the writing bring that into the fold. There's so many little details throughout the movie, like the ammo counting to the military call-outs and comms. They really give the movie like a certain amount of depth for me that I really appreciate. The atmosphere, like the tension, is palpable. As the night goes on and resources run low, you can feel the sense of desperation and an ever-increasing like hopelessness that begins to sink in, and you as an audience member, the stakes go ever higher and higher, and you can't help but to like hold your breath. But for me, after viewing this, it's kind of cemented its place among the upper echelon of werewolf horror movies for me. I guess if you had a Mount Rushmore of horror werewolf movies, this would probably have to be up there. But in summation, this is just the movie Aliens with werewolves. Grades out with a B.
Very nice. Let me finish it up here. Dog Soldiers was introduced to me just a few years back, and it shocked me that I had not watched it sooner. This low-budget foreign horror film launched Neil Marshall's career and gave us The Descent, arguably one of the best horror films ever made. The acting in this film is really good for the most part, and Marshall does a great job framing the werewolves to not show too much until maybe the very end. This is an example of what a low-budget creature feature should be, because it gives us exactly what we need without too much filler. If you have not watched this film, I highly recommend it, or if you have seen it before, it's worth a rewatch. I give Dog Soldiers a B+.
Nice work, boys. So, with Dog Soldiers going behind us, we are going to recap some audience score guesses from Rotten Tomatoes. This was Hootie's movie, so he did not play the game. Mr. Joseph,
are you ready to play the game?
Trying to be within 5 points on Rotten Tomatoes audience score. If we could pull that off, we could choose what we're going to watch next. Joey said this would be a 70%. I said an 85%. The actual audience score is a 79%. Right in the middle. No bueno for us. No bueno for these guys.
Here I was hoping you'd win and we'd get Magic too.
Oh, man, bring the magic back. So
we're gonna be stars.
We could have been stars. I could have been a contender. So with L's on our bucket here, we are forced to go to the random wheel to determine what we're going to be watching next. So let's, as it were, give that random wheel a spin. All right, boys, looks like we're going to 1988. Let's see what Mr. Pinhead's got going on in Hellraiser 2.
Doug Bradley back at it again, baby.
Hellbound.
Yes, who's back?
2.
Back.
Dougie B's back. Gotta get more into
We
it.
have
My
such
Hellraisers
sights to
tonight.
show you again.
We're going to pull up a trailer on YouTube and watch it for Hellbound Hellraiser 2. If you want to do so with us, you hop on our YouTube. Otherwise, you will get us back here on the pod in a few short moments.
Open, seething wound, full of suffering and pain and misery and joy.
All right, suffering, pain, misery, and joy. With that being said, boys, that was a trailer for Hellbound Hellraiser 2 from 1988. Where does that bad boy sit on a Rotten Tomatoes audience score?
So, before we do this, that was a newly edited release trailer.
Yeah, that was a 4K re-release from Arrow Video, they're like right there with Scream Factory doing the God's work.
Because I know y'all said, like, Jason Takes Manhattan was edited in a way that looked much better than it actually was.
That was a fantastic trailer, yes.
That's why I asked.
That was a rated R trailer, for sure.
With all that said, Hellbound is Hellbound for 35. Can I get an amen?
No, and he's seen this.
No, it's not a 35. I'm lying.
It's probably sandbagging.
I'm gonna go 65.
I'll do 55.
God damn it. You just boxed me out. I'm going to take a 48. I think people can get grossed out by these movies. With all that said, thank you for listening, good folks. Check us out at horriblefilmschool.com. You get links to all our episodes, our social channels, and our merch store. As always, you can support us for free in 3 simple ways. Rate, review, and subscribe. If you're feeling truly generous, send us some super glue to seal up a belly full of Chinese takeout. As for me, I'm sending love and support to women in heat, still finding the time to get dinner on the table, even if dinner is a squad of soldier boys.
Soldier boy total.
Really good. As always, if you're hearing our voices, spread the love, spread the campaign that is the Horrible Film School. And with that, I get to go watch Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. I'm out.
Thanks for all the likes, the subs, the listens, the follows, the downloads. Really appreciate you guys and gals' support, as well as your time and attention. Be sure to join us next time when we get to taste the sweet, sweet, sweet suffering in Hellbound Hellraiser 2 from 1988. Class dismissed.